So it looks like Mickey James is not leaving.
How about that?
She pulled a fucking goddamn Leonardo DiCaprio. I was about to say Mark Wahlberg. She's like, I'm not fucking leaving, and she won the title. So that's a thing.
Yep.
And also PCO's back. That's very words. Don't know what to say about that. And also in a hard to kill against fucking Bully Ray, the walking weapon wins.
Yeah. He first time he was in that match, he did good.
And can you tell me why there's a DOA and it's Santino Marella?
I don't know why they bought that.
I don't know even. It's fucking weird. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did they have this? This makes no goddamn sense.
Cause he been working for them like for a while, but like I swear, like he was like a serious gimmick.
Well, now he's the DOA, Director of Authority or some crap, whatever.
Some shit.
Some shit. But yeah, that's what's going on in Impact.
Oh, they had a street fight, like an actual street fight in the street.
I mean, yeah. But they also had a street fight in AEW. Before we get to that, we're going to clear up a rumor.
Okay.
So, how I was talking about AEW wants to buy WWE, and I heard from a couple of people, like I said before, like last night I said it was a strategy. I'm like, oh, it's a strategy. It's a strategy from them. Maybe they just wanted to run up the price. I was right on the strategy part. I was wrong on the different strategy, because the strategy was, no, we don't really want this. We just want to put our names in the same conversation as WWE. So when people see this, they're like, oh, AEW, wow, that exists. Okay, what's that about? That's what that was. It was a play to get recognized. Like, hey guys, we exist. Hey, we could buy this company and it'd be two companies together. See, this could work. Huh? We exist. It's like, oh, this was more of a strategic marketing plan. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
And the funny part about it is, like, it's a strategic marketing plan, and people immediately did, like, the people in the know, like, called it out, was like, yeah, there's no way that Tony is trying to buy this. He's just doing this to get AEW marketing out, where it's like, oh my God, like, they could take WWE, like, this company, like, we had never heard of exists. Wow. And, like, it's a good fucking strategy, because, like, thinking about it, that's all everybody was talking about, was like, AEW could buy WWE. Not the Wall Street Journal and all the big corporations are like, no, they're like, no, that's not what's happening. But this one was like, oh yeah, this is definitely happening. Like, oh, okay, well, that's a thing. So yeah, this is a thing.
Okay.
So another thing also about the sale of EEW is lawsuit. Vince McMahon lawsuit. It got filed 2 days before the big announcement, but we found out about it the day after the big announcement of, oh, they're going to sell, and all of the controversy. And so people immediately are like, wait a minute, that can stop the sale of WWE. And it's like, it could, unless the people that buy it decide to say, you know what, if you guys hold off on that lawsuit, you can do it afterwards, and then you can do the lawsuit. Because the lawsuit is basically against Vince more than it is just WWE, because Vince bullied his way back into power.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, this is a lawsuit against Vince. And if they do sell to a different company and they hold off on this lawsuit, once they sell, they go to court for this lawsuit. Not only will they have now more evidence to go, you know what, we want Vince no longer in the company. It will be an inevitability. If they just like, all right, we're gonna hold off on this lawsuit until the sale. Once the sale goes through, here, take the lawsuit. It's on Vince. Oh, we don't want to be associated with this. Fuck you, Vince. Bye. And he's gone. He's gone. It's just like that. Like, everybody knows, like, the only way that will never happen is if he fell to Saudi Arabia, where they're like, no, we don't give a fuck what you do. We don't care. That's the only way that it, like, there's no repercussions.
Yeah.
But from another article I heard was like, yo, Fox is upset with Smackdown because they're losing money. And it's like, oh, well, that's the thing. And somebody was like, oh, that's why the sell rumors are up right now, because it's like Fox doesn't really want them anymore. And it's like, oh, well, if that's the thing, then Fox is, which was never in the running, are definitely 100% out. And that gives more credence to NBC, Universal, Comcast owning WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like those are the new wrinkles in this story.
Okay.
But back to wrestling Dynamite, to be exact, it opened up with Rock Hard Juice Robinson versus Darby Allin for the TNT title. How do you feel about this?
I was annoyed. I don't know why.
You don't like Juice Robinson just as much as I don't like Juice Robinson. That's it. That's all.
By the way, Rampage.
Rampage. Yeah, whatever. Like, who cares?
That's how much you don't like him that you called it Dynamite.
Yes. So, Darby wins. Of course he won. And then it's Sting!
I was not paying attention, and like I'm like, did you just call Darby Sting? Like, what the fuck? I looked up. Okay, what's Sting? Never mind. My bad.
Yes. So that leads into on Dynamite, which is why I was thinking Dynamite, is going to be Darby versus Kushida. And I'm like, okay, for the TNT title. I'm like, okay, all right.
Isn't Kushida like an Impact guy?
No, Kushida's a New Japan guy, but to be honest, I fucking forgot he was a New Japan guy. And I don't care what anybody says. I forgot. He got hand, foot, and mouth disease, and he was out for a while. But I lie to you not. He came back in June. He came back in June 2022, said, I'm back. And everybody was like, oh shit, he's back. I challenge you, Ishimori, for the junior title. Okay. He got sick. Ishimori did not defend his title since June all the way up to January. And there was no Kushida that came back until like the tag league. And everybody still forgot that he existed. And then he just disappeared again and now showing up on fucking Dynamite. And it's like, this is the most disappointing return that I've ever seen. It was like, oh my God, Kushida's back. He's gonna fucking step up and he's gonna bust ass, and it's gonna be just like the old days. It's like nothing. He like doesn't fucking exist. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's so disheartening to see somebody that you're like, okay, we know you can go, just fucking and it's just like nowhere. And it's like, what the fuck is this? It's just insane.
Even worse, he was on that Impact pay-per-view that was on today.
Uh-huh.
He was on the pre-show. So that shows you how much people care about him now.
Yeah, and it's bad. It's like you were mishandled in WWE. Yes, you were. That's a thing. That's an inevitability.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. But you were supposed to come back home and just blow the fuck up. You came back home and went over like a wet fart in church. It's like, dog, like, what the fuck is this? I'm just so baffled at this. But whatever. Moving on, we get a book of Hobbs, and Hobbs, like, this baffled me also, because he's talking about something about ashes, and then he was like, I'm gonna sprinkle ashes on everybody in AEW, and it's like, bro, that's like sad a little bit. Like, why did you say that? I didn't like that at all, because it was sad. It made me hurt. Like, what the fuck? Is kind of sad. The fuck?
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
Yes. So then we got the Acclaim. And I know people will be like, oh, they dropped the line. Once again, like I said on the last podcast, I've been arriving at this since the whole thing came out, and I've seen all of the xenophobic takes on Saudi Arabia, and I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a stand and say, fuck it. Like, stop saying the blood money line. That's exactly what Max Caster did. Was like, no, I'm gonna say the blood money line, and everybody's like, oh yeah, the fuck yeah, fuck right. And it's like, you're standing on blood soil. Like, stop saying, like, stop getting mad when it's like, oh no, the blood money line. Just stop saying it. Like, you can say anything else. Like, you can say like their treatment of like the LGBTQ community. You can say the treatment of women. You can say anything else. But every time you say blood money, it just sounds so ridiculous because it's like, we are the warmongers. We are literally war planet number 12. We are this. Like, you're standing on blood soil. Like, if Max Caster and Anthony Bowens looked in the mirror, they would see the same thing I see when I look in the mirror, that we are a part of this blood that we were built on. So I don't understand why they just keep going with this blood money bullshit. Like, I understand that you hate WWE. Fine. Just phrase it in a different way. Like, don't phrase it in like, oh, this Saudi Arabia is like this big war country. We are the war country. Stop doing this. It's xenophobic. Stop it. I hate when they do that because it's just straight up xenophobic. So I'm off of that rant. Just fuck it. But they came out, they did their thing, and all of a sudden the ass boys come out because they're supposedly putting their fucking fingers in concrete. And the ass boys come out and they're like, no, stop. They strip the ass boys down. They're in their tidy whities or tidy whatever color they was. And I'm like, I knew exactly what they were gonna do once they stripped them down. I'm like, oh, they're gonna put their asses in the stone. That's exactly what they did. Put their asses in the stone.
Yep.
So then we get a backstage thing with Swerve. I don't know how. I'm at this point where I'm more baffled at the fact of Swerve's connections. I don't know how. I literally have no fucking idea how he's doing this, because I like the fucking rap industry. I have no fucking idea how he's just like knows everybody. I'm like, no, I know people, and like, how do you know all of these people? I'm baffled. I'm like, how the fuck is this happening? Because this time he's with King Combs, which is Puffy's son, and it's like, how do you know him? Like, you have every fucking 5 weeks you have turned up with a new rapper, and it's like, how do you know everybody? Like, this is insane. But that's the same thing as Parker Boudreaux. Like, he knows everybody. It's like, how do you know this? Because I will literally be in people I know IGs, and Parker Boudreaux would just pop up and I'd be like, how do you know him? What is happening? Like, why is this happening? It's so baffling to me because it's like, I don't see the connections, but like, he has connections. And it's like, what is happening? Like, how do you know everybody? It's just insane.
I'm just upset we still don't know, quote unquote, who the other guy is. So
yeah, that thing's like kind of weird. But Swerve said that he's gonna have the most violent faction in the business. So like, if this next thing didn't happen, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe. But then we had the Kings of the Black Throne show up, and it's like, yeah, so that kind of negates what Swerve said, because it's like, they're violent.
Yeah. Yep.
And they took on Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. This was fucking great. Especially the end. Yes. It was so fucking good. It was masterfully done. It's like, oh my God, I love this. because the whole fight is like, first Ortiz doesn't trust Eddie, and Eddie's like, no, I'm proving it to you because I'm beating the shit out of this guy. So the fuck up, we're a team. And he's like, okay, Eddie, I kind of trust you. And then Julia Hart gets a chair and she gets in a ring. And Eddie grabs a chair and he's about to hit her. And Ortiz is like, what are you doing? He's like, that's not how this works. What are you doing?
You're gonna hit a girl.
Yeah, he's like, you can't do that. And Eddie's like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna hit her. She's in here. She needs to get hit. And Ortiz just grabs a chair and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So as Ortiz is doing this, Malachi Black stands up. So Malachi Black just looks at Ortiz. Ortiz ducks because he's like, oh, I see the kick coming. But because Eddie is right behind Ortiz, Eddie gets hit with the kick.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? So, and here's what made it even worse. Ortiz could not get back in the ring because Buddy Matthews grabbed Ortiz and was holding him. So he couldn't get back in the ring, and Eddie's just in there by himself. 1, 2, 3. Eddie's done. And then Malachi and Brody come out and they touch on Ortiz and they're like, you need to talk to your friend and get this all sorted out. I'm like, wait.
He was like, you did good. You did good. You did good.
It's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. But I'm just like, I'm super invested in this. I'm invested in this. I'm like, yeah, I want to see where this goes. This is good.
Yeah, because you know it's not over. So
yes, and then they got in the ring, and they're still arguing. First off, Eddie is still fucked up from the kick, but Ortiz is mad at him, and then he fucking leaves him. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great storytelling here. I loved it.
And did you notice Ortiz tried to like help him up, but Eddie was like, no, fuck that.
Yes, it was so good. It was so good. So then we get Jade Cargill, and Lexi Nair says, Jade, what do you think about Red Velvet? And the way she was, and Jade was like, who? And so basically what I got out of this was Layla Gray is going to handle Red Velvet, but Jade is on her way to 50 wins. She never said who she's going to face, but she's on her way to 50 wins.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we get Paul Walter Hauser. So he's out there with his Golden Globes, and he's talking about how much he loves wrestling. This is what fucked me up because Renee's interviewing him, and he's talking about acting, and he said, I love acting just like your husband loves acting. I was like, wait, are you saying wrestling is acting? But he's like, just like he loves being in this ring. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank God you saved me. I thought he was going to say, like, wrestling is acting. I was going to say, no, you got to leave.
Like he fucked it up.
Yeah, I thought he fucked it up, but he just was like, no, just like, he loves wrestling. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that makes sense. So then Danhausen comes out and says, I sell the merch, so I should win that award. So Paul's like, all right, fuck it, we'll share the award, fuck it. And then Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal come out. Paul just runs down Jeff Jarrett and talks about him and says a bunch of funny shit. And Jeff Jarrett's like, nah, fuck this. I'm going to hit this guy with a fucking guitar. Laid him the fuck out. And then eventually, the best friends come down. Eventually, they come down. Not right away. Eventually. They take a sweet ass fucking time to come down.
Especially
eventually.
Orange.
Yes.
Especially Orange.
Yes. So that happened. So here's a little something that like a lot of people don't know, haven't paid attention because it's like something that was like not a thing that you would know. So there was somebody the day of fucking AEW in LA, they said, dude, I still see CM Punk here. I I don't know like if this was real, like if he was supposed to be here, but I saw CM Punk, and everybody immediately was like, "Fuck out of here, fuck out of here, like fuck out of here." So then an Instagram post popped up where it's CM Punk and Brody King, and CM Punk's talking about how, oh yeah, Brody King, blah blah blah, used to work here, parking cars. Now he's wrestling here. See how things come through. I'm proud of you. And like he's outside of this thing, and you're like, okay, cool. That's right. They were in LA. And if you look very closely on Punk's hoodie, it says the Forum. You're like, wait, what? Like they were at the LA Forum. And if you look very closely, it says the LA Forum on his jacket, which is like a jacket you only get at the Forum. And it's like, wait a minute, that person that tweeted that might actually be true. Like this might be true. Like Punk might have been there to talk to Tony Khan about coming back. I'm like, this is kind of interesting.
Money.
Oh, money definitely talks.
Yep.
So then we get to the main event, which I'm pissed off about for multiple reasons. But one reason I'm pissed off, we didn't get a Mark Henry segment. We just got him saying, okay, let's go to the main event. We had enough talking. And it was like no one talked because they just did like a promo from the other day. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I wanted some jokes, like something.
Like they just jumped right into it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, just give me something. Like, don't just do this to me. But they did it to me anyway. So they had a fight. And like, I know I always keep saying the same thing over and over again when something like this happens. Red does not equal a good fucking match. Because like, that's what everybody usually goes like, oh, they bled. Wow, this is a great match. Oh, this is a great match. And it's like, no, the match has to be good. The blood adds to the match. Just because they bleed doesn't mean the match is good. And Ruby gets busted open. And it's like, okay, well, let's see where this is going. Now, Ruby and Willow, they're like busting their asses and everything is going until this one point, which is the scariest part of the fucking match. They're up on a fucking stage, and it's a table down, and Willow's got Anna Jay, and she's going for a sit-down powerbomb through this table. Here's the bad part. Willow went down on the table. She went butt first through the table. She went through the table. Anna hits the floor flat from up to the floor, and it's like, Jesus Christ. From what I've heard from people who were there, they said it was really scary because Anna Jay did not get back up, and they were worried. She did get back up eventually, but she didn't get back up within the first 20-30 minutes that she was laid out. They were like, we were kind of scared because she didn't get right back up, and like, we were kind of fucked up. Because right after that, like, Ruby went through a table at ringside. Then they went and did a fucking thumbtack spot. And the thing about the thumbtack spot, it did not work in anyone's favor because Ruby hits the finish on Tay Mello on the thumbtacks. But where Tay Mello laid, Ruby had to crawl over the thumbtacks. And if you watch it closely, you see Ruby in extreme pain, like pinning her. And she's looking at Aubrey like, count faster, please. Because half of her fucking body was laid on the thumbtacks because that spot was not laid out correctly. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, I was like, it was like I said, there was a few things in this that made me go, yo, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking crazy.
Like, it was messy. I didn't like the main event, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was too much. Like, I like most of the women that's in it, but like, Jesus, that was too much. Like, I didn't like it.
Like the star in this match to me, like I told you earlier, was Willow,
Mm-hmm.
but like even then, that spot with the power bomb spot, like yeah, it was kind of vicious.
Yeah, that powerbomb spot was like fucking crazy.
Yeah,
So over in WWE land, we get a meeting earlier in the day where Paul Levesque says, "Yo, I know everybody's a little worried. I know everybody is up in arms, but I'm still head of creative. I got everything on lock. Trust me, like there's no changes going on right now, currently at this moment. Everything, all of the booking plans that I have set up already that's in the works are going to stay in the works. Nothing is going to change. I got this." And it's like, I don't know if that was a total lie or you was literally just like saying the truth. Because part of me immediately was like, I don't believe it. Like, I don't believe it. And I know, like, he's in charge now, but, like, we all think that Vince is going to try some bullshit. So it's like, yeah, I don't believe it. Like, I don't believe it. Like, I know you're trying to save everybody and make them feel calm. I don't feel calm. I still feel at ease, which a lot of people still do feel at ease. I mean, not at ease, but, like, tensed up. Like, we feel tensed up because it's like, what if Vince gets back in power? Like, what if he actually takes over control? Like, what if everything is gone? Like, we're all just sitting on pins and needles. Like, what the fuck? That's why people are like, okay, sale get done, sell. Because then there's a big chance that he's not going to be in power, especially if he sells to anybody that's not Saudi Arabia. It's like, sell. Like, get it out of his hands, make sure he stops. But, like, you know, we don't know, man. We don't know. It's a day-to-day thing, but like I said, Triple H tried to calm everybody down. Well, we'll see.
that wording though, like he's like still like head of creative for now, and everything's good for now. I don't like the for now part.
Yeah, it's like he was trying to like, cause like I understand what he meant was like, no, for right now, I am head of creative. Like, you guys have nothing to worry about. But at the same time, it's the long run of this whole thing. It's like, do we have any security? Like, do we have any real security? And there is none. Like, there's no security.
Yeah.
So, and you can tell that he's still in charge because the first match is Gunther versus Braun Strowman Bread. And the lights go down as only Triple H has started to implement, like, yo, when we're having a title match, a big fight title match, we make it a big fight feel like we used to do in NXT. And that's exactly what this is.
Yeah. I kind of like this, like, with Smackdown or whatever. It didn't feel so much different.
Yeah, it feels normal. It feels like a normal Triple H book show.
Remember last week I told you like something felt off. This week I'm okay.
Yeah, because I know exactly what felt off. It was more of he just got back in power and everybody doesn't know how to handle it. Like everybody was still walking on eggshells. Like I said, with him doing the meeting and saying everything is still the same, it's like, all right, we're more calm that like we can trust you.
Yeah.
So that was a thing.
With me more so with the paranoia. But yeah. Go ahead.
So Braun Strowman Bread and Gunther is wrestling, and Gunther's working on Braun Strowman Bread's arm. Strowman Bread gets him like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna fuck you up. And he starts powering out and starts coming back. But then Imperium comes out and they kind of distract him. And Braun Strowman Bread's like, fuck this. I'm gonna beat y'all asses. Fuck them both up. And he gets back into it with fucking Gunther. And they're going. And Gunther catches Braun Strowman Bread on the top rope because Strowman Bread was going to superplex him. Catches him on the top rope. And he power bombs Braun Strowman Bread. 1, 2, 3. This was a hard-hitting fight. I'm not going to say like this match was like so amazing, but like this was a hard-hitting fight.
Yeah, I appreciated it.
Yes. And one thing that I really liked about this was the commentary where Michael Cole was like, yo, ESPN NBC and like somebody, like another publication he brought up was like, they said that Walter and Sheamus's match from last year was one of the best matches in WWE. And it's like, wow, like you're bringing out other publications talking about how best matches in WWE? Holy shit. Like that's once again, that's another Triple H thing where it's like, I acknowledge that everything else outside this world exists. You just only acknowledge this world.
Yeah, because Vince would not have done that.
Exactly. But yeah, that was the IC title match. So then we get the recap of last week where Roman said, I didn't lose, you lost. And this whole thing about the bloodline. And then we see Sami. Sami goes, talks to the wise man, and he says, hey, so where are the Usos? And wise man says, Sami, Usos are solo? Nobody's here. It's just you. It's just you. You're going to face Kevin Owens tonight by yourself. It's just you. We trust you. So we're going to let you do this by yourself. We're not going to back you up. It's like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's all his fault, so you got to fix it.
Yes. So then we get a little of who's in the Royal Rumble, because we get Bartender Capron, Santos Escobar, Bob Lash, Seth freaking Rollins, Austin Theory, Ricochet, and Kofi Kingston are all in the Royal Rumble. And then we get Roy Mastrio. He comes out and says, I too am going to be in the Royal Rumble. Hee hee. Okay. And then we get Karrion Kross. And he shows up and he says, Roy, I've been watching you for 17 years. 17 years ago, you weren't around Dominic. And that's why Dominic is the way he is. This is your fault, Roy. It's like, okay. Then he proceeds to choke Ray out. And it's like, okay. All right. I don't really give a shit. Okay.
I still say it would be funny as hell if Dominic actually paid him to do this shit.
Yes. So then we get a backstage segment. Before we get a backstage segment, so they're doing this maximum male model YouTube stuff. And on it this week, all of a sudden, they're like, Maxine is talking to the two guys, and she just breaks it out, was like, let me talk to you. They was like, what? No. And she just said something, it then walks away. And they was like, oh no, not again. I was like, oh my God, is she, like, what's happening to her?
She's going to change into her old gimmick, I guess.
I hope so. So then we get backstage with Liv, Emma, and Maxine. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck this. I'm saying it, dude. I could not take my fucking eyes off of Maxine. Jesus Christ, she is fucking hot. Like, I could not take my eyes off her. I know I'm not supposed to be objectifying. Jesus Christ, like, she is fucking amazing. What she had on was like, wow. Just wow. Like, wow. That's all I can say is just wow. Wow. Like, I heard what was going on around, but I just couldn't stop looking at her. Like, wow. Like, she's, wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
In the words of her brother. Yeah.
So, in the background, like, everything was going on was Liv Morgan was talking about how she's going to be in a Rumble, and Raquel Rodriguez comes in and says, you're stupid for being number one, because you can't do anything about it. And Liv slaps the fuck out of her, and it sets up a match for later on. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's the match for later on. Great. That's a thing. Yeah. That's all I can say about that. It's like, yeah, like, that's a thing. All right.
Raquel's gonna go heel sooner or later because she's getting tired of people's shit.
I'm getting tired of her shit. So,
Yeah.
how about that?
Yeah.
So then we get Xia Li versus Tegan Knox. And they had beef because she fucked Tegan Knox out of the tag team title match. And they finally got the match. They at least said it on commentary. It was like, yeah, like, this is Xia Li's fault. Like, that's why this is happening. I'm like, oh, well, at least you have continuity, because this is one thing that, like, Vince would have forgot 6 years later. And like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This makes no sense.
6 years. He would have forgot the following week.
Yeah. So Tegan gets the win. And yay, Tegan beats Xia Li. Good. So then they show the Bang Bus. And the Bang Bus, after they lost last week, you know what's funny? Like,
what?
I heard about them getting attacked by the Viking Raiders after the show went off. Like, I heard about it. I never seen it. WWE did the worst fucking job of promoting it, and I know a lot of shit's been going on. They said nothing about it. This was the first time they actually mentioned it. They didn't even post it on, like, their fucking YouTube and shit like they usually do. I didn't know this happened until, like, a couple days ago when somebody was like, yo, did you know that the Viking Raiders attacked the Bang Boss? I was like, you know what? I did not know that.
Only reason I knew is because, like, either Sheamus or Drew put it on their Instagram. So that's the only reason.
You know what I've been seeing from them, trying to come up with names and talking about taxis and other bus and planes and other bangable things. Yeah.
That's probably why I saw it, because I've been seeing that a lot too.
Yes. So in the back, they're talking to Pierce and they're slapping each other. They're slapping each other because they're hyping each other up because they want the tag titles and they want the Viking Raiders. They want the tag titles and they want the Viking Raiders. So this is what Pierce says. This is what Pierce says. And this is something that slipped by me on Monday because it just was like, oh, this is a thing. Here's what slipped by me on Monday. You know Judgment Day are going for the Raw Tag Team titles, right?
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, that slipped by me because Pierce right here said next week is going to be Viking Raiders versus the Bang Bus, and the winners get a shot at the Smackdown Tag Team titles. I'm like, wait a minute. You're not talking about both tag team titles. You're talking about the titles separately.
So they're doing it kind of like when Becky had both belts.
Yes. And like now they're going to separate them. It's like, I was like, okay, so the belts might get separated. Because I heard this was a rumor, but like it was never confirmed. And like the sources that I kept hearing from were kind of sketchy. And it's like, hey, let's see how this plays out. And apparently it's playing out just like one of the sketchy sources said. Okay. Yeah. So then we had a Bray Wyatt promo. This was one of a very confusing promos. And the only reason it was confusing was because he referenced each and every one of his entities. He even said he was Uncle Howdy, he was the Eater of Worlds, he was a Fiend, he was all of it. He just said everything. He is all of these things. And he's sitting in a rocking chair like the old Bray Wyatt with the light behind him. And it's like, dude, he's acknowledging that he was everything and he's something different now. I'm confused.
Yeah, the fact that he said he's Uncle Howdy when that's still quote unquote supposed to be a mystery.
Yeah, it was very weird.
And Uncle Howdy like attacked him like last week, the week before too. So
yeah, it's very
that.
It's very weird. So then like his promo, like this has happened to him a lot. His promo just cuts off with no warning. It's just over. And then we go to something else. And we go to Kevin and Sami. And Sami makes one last plea to Kevin. We don't have to do this. And Kevin's like, no, we're going to do this. You want to prove that you're part of the fucking bloodline, then prove it. Like, do it. You're doing this for him. But I'm going to eliminate all the bloodline before I get to fucking Roman. And it's like, okay, all right, well, we're going to fight. All right. And Sami just walks off like, we're gonna fight, but I'm leaving. All right. So then we get Gunther and Imperium, and they say, yo, I defended the Intercontinental title for a gazillion years. I don't care. I'm going to the Royal Rumble because I'm going to WrestleMania after that. Fuck this. I'm like, okay.
Gunther versus Roman, that would be like a hot ass match. I'm just saying. Probably not gonna happen, but it would be hot.
Oh no, it's definitely happening eventually, but yeah. It's not happening right now.
Yeah.
So then we had Raquel versus Liv, and Raquel beats Liv, and it's like, I mean, okay, but like, I feel like because like Michael Cole said this line while like Liv was wrestling, like, oh, in 2018, Liv lasted 8 seconds, but last year Liv lasted 40 minutes, and like because he quoted her times, I'm like, okay, Liv's not winning the Rumble, but she's gonna make a spectacular showing in the Rumble because he quoted her times. It's like, okay, he's gonna make her a spectacular showing. I got it. That's why she's just like getting beat here. She's gonna throw out like, I have a feeling Liv is gonna probably throw out a bunch of people, like probably 6 to 8 people, and like have a nice record and be like, oh shit, Liv did really good, but she's still gonna get thrown out.
Counterpoint.
Mm-hmm.
While he did say she did good at one point, he also mentioned the fact that she did real bad. Was there like 8 seconds?
No,
so
I just literally said that.
No, but I'm saying though, like what, like you're saying, like she's gonna do like real good. What if like she breaks that record?
I hope she doesn't, because like, to be honest, her storyline should not be falling apart. Like, this should be part of the redemption storyline for her.
Yes,
because
I totally agree with you. Yeah,
because like she's broken Liv, and like the more and more she goes through, it's like, all right, well, she has to have a redemption. Her getting close and like starting to win a bunch and then just like getting thrown out, even if she makes it to like the final 4 and then getting thrown out, it's like, oh my god, she was so close. It's still part of her brokenness, and it's like, oh, here's another piece to the puzzle. Like I said before, and I've been saying this like for a whole 2 years, she needs to face Charlotte and get her win back. Yes. If Charlotte is champion after WrestleMania, Liv needs to face her and get the title off of her. Like, it will be amazing because it goes back, and like I said, if Triple H is still in charge, he pulls this back from back when Smackdown started, and she shit all over Liv, and she kept proving to Liv like, you're not as good as me, you're not as good as me, and then Liv finally does it. Like, if he does that, it's like, yeah, this is one of those long-term storytelling that you're like, oh shit, this was always gonna happen. Like, yeah, this happened.
Your way is way better, because like if they do the other route and kick her out real quick, like I'm gonna be kind of upset.
Because I wanted to be like, have her do something and make it memorable where you are behind her.
Yeah.
And then she fails again, and it's like, this adds another piece to being broken. Yep. And like, once she finally gets over, like, I've done all of this, I've lost this and this and this and this, but I finally beat the person who was standing in front of me and talking all that shit when she was a champion before. I finally beat Charlotte and I win. There you go. That's like a full redemption story. Because like I said, if Triple H is in charge and he's like, listen, all of this shit happened, this is laid out, Liv, here's your shot. And it'll be a fucking, like, I swear, like, anywhere it happens, the roof will fucking lift off of that thing, especially when everybody remembers what happened. They're like, oh shit, this is an actual redemption story. Fucking yeah.
Hopefully people remember that shit.
Hopefully. So then we get Sonya Deville, who was pissed off at Adam Pearce. She's like, listen, fucker, like, I won a title match against Charlotte. And he's like, no, I can't just give you that. You lost clean. Like, that's not a thing. And then she's like, oh, so what you're trying to tell me is that you're going to put me in a Royal Rumble and I have to earn it that way? And he's like, you know what? Okay, yeah. And she's like, she just gets that face. Like, if you would have just like not said anything, he wouldn't have thought of that. You put that in his head.
Basically, she fucked up.
Yeah, because like I was looking up, like, because soon as he said that, you saw the light bulb go off in his head. It's like, oh, God damn it. You put yourself in that position.
He don't like her either, so
yeah, it was so fucked up. It's like you could have just shut up and everything would have been fine, dude. But then we go to the back because all of a sudden she finds Charlotte, and her and Charlotte start fighting, and she's beating the shit out of Charlotte, and that's basically how she's gonna get her rematch. She beat the shit out of Charlotte, and now she's gonna get a rematch.
Yep.
It makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. But like, she lost clean. Like, you had the advantage because Charlotte didn't know you were coming. You should have won. This makes no sense. But fuck it, they're gonna run it back for no reason. Whatever.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we get another Cody Rhodes promo, and I've seen a lot of people say the same thing that I've been saying through this whole thing is we shouldn't keep getting Cody promos. We should have just had him show up in a Rumble. Just like no fucking announcement needed. Just, oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes. This one is just like, we know he's coming. Like, you've been promoting it for months. I understand like they're trying to build up the hype, but this is one of the things about Royal Rumble. You need the hype. But also in saying that same thing of you exposing that he's coming back, it leads me to believe that, okay, we like the surprises, we like the shakeups. If you're promoting a one person that we were like, oh, we're 100% sure this is the guy who's going to be the surprise. If you're like, nah, we're going to promote him and say that he exists, what is that one thing that is not promoted that's a surprise? It's like, is this the reason that they did this? Because the other surprise is way bigger than Cody Rhodes, and they wanted us to be like, oh no, Cody's here. Ha! And then be like, oh my God, The Rock is here. Like, is that why they did that? Because I feel like that could be why they did that.
It is something bigger. So, yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So, then we get to the main event. And I like this main event, not even for the match. It was for the ending. The ending, like, once again, this is one of the things where it's like, okay, this storyline is so deeply layered because Sami and Kevin are going at it. They're going at it. Sami just gets this burst of energy, hit 2 half-and-half suplexes on Kevin. Kevin's down. Kevin's crawling back up. Sami's waiting. Get up. Get up. Get up. He's ready to hit the hell of a kick. And he's just like this. And then all of a sudden, the Usos come in and get Sami disqualified. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, I was going to win. And the Usos are like, we're doing this for you. We're doing this for you. And he's like, I had to win. I was going to win. He was like, no, we're doing this for you. We got you, Sami. In Sami's face, you could tell, like, he's just broken. Like, dog, first off, I was going to prove myself to the Chief, but you guys stole that from me. Second off, this is my friend still, kind of. And you guys just, you stole that from me. You stole everything. We were going to handle it our way. And he just gets this stolen from him. And they just beat the shit out of Kevin. And they take him outside. And Solo hits him with the spike. And you see Sami in the ring just dejected, trying to figure out, what do I do? Like, what do I do? And he sits on the ring apron and he's like, dog, like, this wasn't it. And fucking Jimmy Uso's like, nah, he does the dad thing. And you can see Sami's not in it because he misses the last handshake. And you're like, oh my God, he's really fucked up about this. They pull him down and they do the ones, and Sami's so reluctant to do the one. And then Solo Sikoa jumps on Kevin Owens on the table and squishes him. And Sami's face just goes, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? And then they stand over Kevin's body. And it's like, yeah, we ended him. Usos, we ended him. They throw up the ones, and Sami's just looking at Kevin like, what happened? What did I just witness? What was I a part of? Everything is wrong here. And he's holding up the one. You see it on his face, and his face is broken. It's like, what just happened? And it just goes off like that. It was beautiful. Like, his facials made that whole thing. It's like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, Sami made that whole thing. It was great.
Like, his acting skills are so superb, you know?
Yes, like, that was, like, it was so good with his facials. It's like, yeah, this is one of the things, like, that's why everybody keeps talking about, like, this storyline is fucking amazing. Like, this fucking storyline is amazing. Like, it's a deep, layered storyline that is fucking amazing, and it's so well done. Like, everybody in this story plays a part, and it's so well done. It's so well crafted. It's just amazing, and it's like, yeah, no, this is great. This is great.
But it's safe to say Sami's pretty much out after the Royal Rumble, right?
Yes, because here's the rumor. This is a rumor.
Okay.
And I'm not confirming this rumor. I'm just telling you guys that this is a rumor. The rumor is that at Elimination Chamber, it's Sami versus Roman. That's the rumor. Because next week we get the contract signing with Kevin and Sami. That's the thing. But like I said, like you said, it's all gonna fall apart. It's gonna fall to like complete shit.
Yeah.
Because we know Sami is leaving at one point. Like, he's gonna leave. So if the rumors are true, it's gonna be Sami versus Roman, which I'm just like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about this, because it's like, one, we know that Sami's not gonna win, and like, it's not going to do anything where it's game changing. Like, oh my God, Sami did this. He's not gonna win. We all know he's not gonna win. But like, it only furthers like the breakup part of it, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, it's really not needed to go this way. But like, it does further the breakup. But at the same time, it's like, it's not needed, because we all know how this ends. It's like, we all know that it's like, Sami's not gonna do anything. Roman's gonna beat the shit out of him. That's it. But then, like, once again, what's the end game to that? Because it's like, all right, he beats the shit out of him. How does he get him back? Because he's not the guy to dethrone him. He's not going to dethrone Roman, so it doesn't matter. Like, what are you going to do? Just do the Usos? Like, I can see, well, the only thing that I can see that would, like, be, would make this tolerable would be if the Usos jumped in and like, oh, we're here, back, and fucked up Sami. And it's like, okay, that kind of made it like, okay, now Sami has to go against them because he was about to win. But like I said, nobody really thinks that he's going to be Roman. Like, the Usos coming in and fucking it up is like, the only thing is like, it's commendable that you're like, that kind of makes sense. Like, we could work with that.
Because we like, predicted it was going to be Sami and Kevin versus the Usos anyway, so.
Yeah. And, like, for what title, I don't know. But like I said, if they're splitting up the titles and we're going to still have Sami versus Kevin, if we're going to split up the titles before they get to Sami versus Kevin, we can do it in a very fun, special way, but it would have to be, like I said, if they're going to do Roman versus Kevin, Roman versus Sami, we have to do it in this way. We would have to have the Usos interfere And then once the Usos are doing shit and they have to defend one title or the other title, they're gonna defend one title, and Sami and Kevin are gonna screw them out of the title, and people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, they lost," but they're still gonna have the title they had for the longest, which is the Smackdown titles, and that's the one that they're gonna drop to Sami and Kevin.
Yeah.
So like that's the only way like the split would happen, and it wouldn't be like damaging the credibility of holding the titles for so long. It would be like, oh, this makes sense. It makes sense. Like they took a title off of them with the help of Sami and Kevin, which leads to them losing the main title to Sami and Kevin. Okay, yeah, this kind of gets the ball rolling to that. Got it.
That works. It actually works perfectly.
Yeah, like if Triple H does the story like that, it would be great. It'd be like, okay, yeah, no, this all falls out the way it should. Like it's just like simple story. It's like just simple story shit. It's like, oh yeah, no, this makes sense.
Yeah, it's the most like logical thing, unless he thinks of something we didn't yet, but that seems the most logical.
Yeah, and like sometimes when like somebody change something up, it'll be like, why did you do this? Like the couple times that Tony was like, hey, listen, we're gonna change it up. We were just sitting here like, listen, this is how the story goes. It changes up, but at the same time, it's like, well, we kind of build up an expectation in our head, and this didn't meet the expectations, but we're gonna go with it. And that's probably what's gonna happen with Triple H. He's like, we're gonna build up something that like makes way more sense than what he's gonna do. But then when we get to it, we're gonna be like, we had to go with it, but our idea was way better.
Yeah.
But like, hopefully he just does our idea with like, oh well, yeah, this is great because this is exactly what we wanted.
It's exactly what we wanted. It's the most simple. Like it's easy. Like you don't got nothing to worry about.
Exactly. And that's what we want to do. That's what we need. So yeah, like this is the end of the crazy first whole week of January. That is insane.
We're just in January.
Yeah, and I don't know what the rest of the year is gonna. Like I said, I don't know what the rest of the year is gonna fall out. The only thing I know that has been like heavily not promoted, but like talked about is by WrestleMania we're gonna have an owner of WWE, and it's not just gonna be Vince. It's gonna finally be sold. The owner is gonna run the company. Hey, here it goes. Everything else is gonna fall out after that. We're gonna get some cool shit in AEW. Probably CM Punk's back because we already reported on that. It's gonna be a lot of fucking wild shit that comes out of this. Like it's gonna be so much wild shit that like, and once again, we don't know what's happening at the Rumble. We don't know if it's gonna be like a weird non-WWE surprise there, or just like a straight up all WWE cast and just like The Rock. I don't know. It's like it's stuff that's gonna be happening.
Hopefully it's a good mixture of both.
Yeah, like I actually want like a New Japan person to show up, because like even Rocky alluded to it, was like, yeah, they did a favor for us. They never told us what the favor is that we have to do for them. It's like, oh, so there's still a favor there that needs to be cashed in on. So like, we'll see what happens. We'll see.
I'll be okay with one person from like every company that they deal with.
Like that would be awesome. Like I know like things are still tumultuous and like AEW like quote unquote buying it, but like if I was Tony Khan and they asked like, yo, can blank be in the Rumble, just in the Rumble, I would pop. I would pop and be like, oh shit, Tony actually just let somebody come over here,
Yeah.
and this was a thing. Like, I don't know who would make sense. Like, I would say Moxley, but at the same time, I wouldn't want that because the only way I would want Moxley back is if there was a crossover and we could do the 3-way. Like, that's the only way I want Moxley back. It's like, oh, if we can get the Shield 3-way, that's the only way I want him back. Other than that, no, because it'll be a waste. It'll be like, oh, why did you do this? It's waste.
Like, happy compromise. Someone like good enough, but not a major star. Because I don't think Tony would give a major star, right? Max Caster.
No.
Because I actually think that's the level he would do.
No, I think he would actually give somebody big.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I think like one person he would actually give would be like Steve Dorsey. Like,
yeah.
Like he give him and it'd be like, oh wow, like he's back. Adam Cole's back, and I'm like, yeah. Like, it'd be for one night, but it'd be like, oh shit, like he's here.
I'll be happy.
Like, yeah, just like anybody would be that. Like the weird surprise that would fucking lose me, and I would be like, what the fuck just happened, would be CM Punk. Like, CM Punk, like, even though he's doing all this AEW stuff, like, yeah, he could be back, he's training and all this, and like, if he shows up in a Royal Rumble, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, why did you not go back to AEW? What happened? Like, I would be so lost. It would probably be a pop, but like at the same time, for me, it would be like you had so much money left in AEW, the whole U versus Omega thing. Like, that should have been a thing. Like, why did you not do that? Like, what just happened?
Either way, it's gonna be a lot of money in his pocket wherever the fuck he goes.
Yeah, there will be. And hopefully by the Royal Rumble, we get a little bit clearer picture on who is going to be the owner of WWE eventually.
Yeah.
So, any last words on the podcast?
I got nothing.